Oh, hi there, Mel Robbins. How you doing? What up, everybody? I have to share this with you. What was the question? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta stop and get some cheap chicken for the dog because he's got diarrhea. Just because we're virtual doesn't mean it can't be amazing. Whoa! Welcome to What the Mel. You guys like my home studio? Isn't this fantastic? I want to give props to my husband for putting these shelves up. They were way more complicated than we first thought, and I did not think about the fact that when you have things that hang off the shelf, it's really hard to light it because then you have shadows, so we're still figuring that out. You know, this is a work in progress, baby. Let's go to our first question. Our first question is from Michelle. Michelle writes, how do I gain self-confidence with my looks and get rid of comparisons to other people? So this is a multi-step process, okay? I am in the middle of working on my next book. It's called The High Five Habit. I believe with all of my heart and being that every man, woman, child, person, grandparent, everybody should infuse their days with habits of celebration and self-confidence. And the fastest and easiest and most science-backed way to quickly start to change how you see yourself is by adopting a simple habit of high-fiving your reflection in the mirror every single morning. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Are you serious, Mel Robbins? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I know it sounds dumb. But the reason why your first instinct when you think about waking up, whether you're in your robe or your underwear, or your PJs or your birthday suit, and walking into that bathroom and having a moment with yourself and raising your hand and high-fiving yourself is because your self-confidence is in the gutter. You believe some garbage about yourself. You think you're a bad person, or you're unworthy, or you're ugly, or nobody likes you. Or how about this one? This was the story of my life. I have f***ed up my life so badly, I might as well just flush it down the toilet. You have some narrative in your mind that is so negative that when you look in the mirror, you see somebody worth trashing. You see what's wrong. You pick apart your appearance. And I want to reverse that, because here's the deal about self-confidence. Self-confidence begins with you. You realize the word self is in there, right? I can't give you confidence. I can give you a little boost. I can give you tools. I can encourage you. But confidence is forged in fire. It's something that's within you. And here's the thing I want you to realize about confidence. You are a confident person. That's why you miss feeling that way. You can only miss what you know. You've just been blocked from the feeling of it. And wherever you are right now in your life, I'm telling you, confidence is in there. You just got to figure out how to tap into it. And you've been building confidence all along, by the way. Every time that you have fallen on your face, or you've tried something and failed, or you've gone out and thought you found the love of your life, and then your heart's broken, and then you pick yourself up again, and then you dust yourself. You're building confidence the entire time, because confidence is not built on the high days. Confidence is built on the low ones. Confidence is built when you are struggling. Because when you see yourself go for something and fall, when you see yourself try and get knocked down, when you see yourself stand back up after getting abused or traumatized or discriminated against and moving ahead, you are building this reserve within yourself where you know you can rely on yourself. You know you can face hard things and you can keep moving forward. You know you have your own back. So it's in there. Your life has been helping you build it. Now you got to just dig in and tap into it and use it to shut that critic up in your head. So the way you're going to do that is every morning, I'm not kidding, you're going to raise your hand in the mirror and high five yourself. Look at how many people are doing this. You're not the only one. For 5 mornings in a row, I want you to high five yourself. And when you do this, I want you to use the hashtag high five challenge. You know what's happening when you raise your hand up in the mirror? You are taking the lifetime positive association that you have with cheering for other people, believing in other people, celebrating other people, saying, let's go to other people. And you are marrying that positive association with your reflection. It is impossible to raise your hand in the mirror and go, I suck. You can't do it because your brain and the subconscious sees this and thinks, let's go. I love you. I believe in you. And when you do this every single morning, something incredible happens. First of all, you're not going to leave your bathroom feeling like you're dragging a boulder. You're going to leave there feeling like the wind's at your back. Secondly, you're going to have spent the morning, the first thing in the morning, by taking a moment and being with yourself and not seeing your face and picking yourself apart, but actually seeing the person that's underneath the skin, the soul that's behind the face. You are going to shut the critic up. You're going to silence your to-do list. And when you raise your hand like this, it also prompts you to think about the game you're playing. So now you got a moment to be like, oh yeah, yay me. I'm still here. I can make today a good day. In fact, what game do I want to play today? Just for me. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. You're going to high five yourself, take the high five challenge, which is high five yourself 5 days in a row in the mirror, take a photo of it, post it on your story, tag me so I can cheer for you, and start to notice what happens. Something weird happens by day 4 when you get out of bed. You're going to have this weird feeling that you've never had. You're going to feel like you're looking forward to seeing yourself in the mirror because something weird happens when you start to really be present with yourself. When you normally walk in the bathroom and you ignore yourself, you're alone. I think a lot of us feel like we're alone in our lives. When you start to see yourself, you literally, oh, hey, hi there, Mel Robbins. How you doing? You now, as you look forward, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? Hi, Mel Robbins. Oh, hey, let's go. I believe in you. Gonna have a great day. It's almost like when your neighbor waves to you. You're seeing yourself. You know, now that I've been doing this for a year, I don't feel like I'm alone. I feel like I've got myself and I've got my own back. I feel like this person that I see in the mirror is the one person that's going to be with me for my entire life. So I better cheer for her. I better celebrate her. I better encourage her and love her. And that's what you're doing when you do this every morning to yourself. And there are mornings where I stand in my underwear at my bathroom sink and even I don't have a word to say to myself. But I can always do this. And it always lifts my mood. And it is creating that deep connection within me to myself. And that's what builds your confidence. Confidence is being comfortable in your own skin. Confidence is knowing that you have your own back. Confidence is knowing that you can face something. Confidence is believing in your ability to face or survive or try something and be better. And confidence is being willing to try. And all of those things happen when you raise your hand every single morning. The second thing that you should do is you got to be honest with yourself. If there are things about your appearance that are within your control, whether it is the shape that you're in, whether it's the health choices that you're making, whether it's how you take care of yourself in terms of self-love, and you're not taking action in those areas, the lack of action says to your brain, you don't care about yourself. And so what I want you to do is pick one thing, one behavior that you could do every day. The high five's one of them. Pick another one. And I want you to practice doing it. And it's a behavior. If you think about the person that you want to become, what's that person do every day that you don't do right now? And when you start to do the thing that the person you want to become is doing, you leverage something called behavioral activation therapy. And that is a whole body of research that says when you act like the person you want to become, it's the most powerful way to change a habit. It's even better therapy than talk therapy because the action proves to your brain that you're becoming that person. You're seeing the change through the action, and so then the brain catches up and starts to relate to you like a person that's confident, or a person who adores their appearance, or a person that celebrates themselves exactly as they are. So try those two things. Make sure you tag me online when you do the high five challenge, and I know it's going to work. All right, mindset after bankruptcy. This one comes from Marcia. After you almost went bankrupt, how did you lose your fear around not being broke again? I'm in this situation and having trouble. So when you face a scary financial situation, and I have been there, I have been more than $800,000 in debt with liens on my house and a car that's about to be repossessed and a credit card and a banking card that had no money on it. I distinctly remember two very low moments. One being standing at the local grocery store knowing there was no money in the account and handing the card over and just praying in that moment that somehow there would be some technical glitch and it would go through. And when it didn't, I remember feeling the just, shame of standing there with a pile of groceries and people lined up behind me, and I had an excuse ready. I kind of cocked my head and looked kind of confused and was like, well, that's strange because it just worked at the gas station. That was a lie. And then I said, I will be right back. I'm going to go out to my car and get my other credit card. And I walked out of there, got in that car and drove away. And the other one was when our daughter was doing town soccer and we did not have the money to pay the $125 registration fee. And I was too embarrassed to email and tell the coach. And so we just pulled her. It's awful when you are broke, and it's awful when you can't pay your bills. And it is a level of stress that is hard to describe unless you've experienced it. One of the things that will keep you in that death spiral is if you keep a mindset that says, I'm a bad person because of this. You may have made bad financial decisions, but that doesn't make you a bad person. So you have to separate the situation you're in from what you say about yourself as a person. I made tremendous mistakes financially. That's why we were in the situation we were in. My husband made bad mistakes. That's why we were in the situation we were in. Also, most entrepreneurial ventures fail. And so when you just look at the numbers, if you're going to go play a big game, the odds are you're going to fail. It doesn't mean you're a failure. That's the separation that you want to make. And so the key to moving forward is using this moment where you hit rock bottom. Because when you hit rock bottom, an interesting thing happens. You hit something solid when you hit the ground, and you also come in touch with something solid within yourself. You access that by having a reckoning with yourself and saying, all right, what am I responsible for? What am I going to learn from this? And what behaviors am I going to change? And here's the good news. There is so much financial education out there. There is so much information. Just make a commitment to yourself that you are going to learn how to get out of debt. You're going to follow an expert in financial literacy and in getting out of debt. And you're going to do exactly what they say because you're clearly not an expert in it. And you are going to watch the behaviors that got you in trouble in the first place. And you're going to watch them like a shark, and you're going to interrupt them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, use my 5-second rule to stop the behavior and redirect yourself and do absolutely everything that the experts tell you to do. Because you can get out of debt. You can save money. You can work 4 jobs if you have to. You can learn how to be responsible with money. And you're only going to do it if you use this moment as a way to have a reckoning with yourself. Admit what you're responsible for, do the work to figure yourself out, and follow the advice of the experts. That's the way I did it. That's the way you're going to do it too. All right, now we're going to go to my closet because I'm going to show you. A lot of you keep asking me, what are my favorite brand of sweats? Hold on, here we go. Okay, we're going to walk here to my closet. My favorite brand of sweats are any brand that have an elastic waist and pockets. And I also hate sweats that are a little too small. Look at how, you want to see something? Look at, I have ADD. Guess who was just in the kitchen? Mel Robbins, cupboards open. Yep, okay, I got plans everywhere, stuff out. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here we go. Let's go into my closet. Now, I share my closet with my husband, Chris. It is, it's mildly clean. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I love these sweats. I love these sweats. These sweats are from Aritzia, I think, because they have pockets. See the pockets? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm really flush. I think I'm having a hot flash. I love also sweats that are bright colored and happy. And I love sweats that are really cozy. So I don't really have a favorite brand. I just have attributes about sweatpants that I really, really like. They need to be elastic waist, pockets, and kind of big because I don't like really tight sweats. That makes me feel really self-conscious. And so do my bright red cheeks. All right, that's this episode of What the Mel. If you have any questions, please send them to whatthemel@melrobbins.com. And oh my gosh, please send a video. Take a selfie video, introduce yourself, tell me your question, because we're moving to a format where I'm not going to do written ones. We're going to do videotape ones. All right, I love you. High five, babe. Hey, it's Mel. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed that video, by God, please subscribe because I don't want you to miss a thing. Thank you so much for being here. We've got so much amazing stuff coming. Thank you so much for sending this stuff to your friends and your family. I love you. We create these videos for you, so make sure you subscribe. Mwah.